Teresa Giudice of The Real Housewives of New Jersey has banded together with Luis Ruiz and her 4 daughters to write letters in hopes of helping Joe Giudice return to the United States. Joe hasn't resided in the U.S. since he was deported to Italy in October 2019. The decision was made in October 2018, and by March 2019, Teresa was already hinting at divorcing Joe due to the long distance. Joe's deportation happened after consecutive prison sentences he and Teresa both served for fraud. Joe and The Real Housewives of New Jersey's Teresa Giudice have continued to amicably co-parent despite his deportation, but Joe continues to express his desire to be closer to his daughters. The Giudice girls have traveled to Italy and the Bahamas to spend quality time with their dad. Teresa and Luis even joined them, which was surprising. Many were shocked to see Joe sit down with Teresa and Luis for a blended family dinner in the Bahamas. The dinner showed Joe's support in seeing Teresa move on after ending their 20-year marriage. Teresa family are working on Joe's release. Luis has always spoken highly of Joe and the bond they share as father and stepfather of the Giudice girls. Their fondness for each other appeared to be genuine considering the effort Luis, who was accused of buying fake Cartier, has put into Joe's attempt to regain citizenship to the U.S. In the December 21, 2022, episode of Teresa's Namaste $TCHES podcast, the OG housewife revealed the Giudice family is working on Joe's return with the help of Luis. Teresa says her new husband even agreed to pick up Joe's paperwork from the immigration lawyer. The Giudice girls have all written letters explaining why they want their father to come back to this country, Teresa shared. Luis himself also wrote a letter to help with the process. Teresa says never say never to Joe's return when asked if there was a chance Joe could return to the U.S. Teresa said, never say never. Seeing her new husband write a letter to support Joe prompted Teresa, who allegedly copied Joe Gorga's kitchen, to write her own letter. We want him to come back for our daughters, she explained. Teresa touched on the challenge of raising the girls all by myself since Joe's prison sentence. Teresa says Luis is often put in a tough spot as the stepfather because he doesn't want to say anything to the girls' cause, you know, he's like, I don't want them to say to me, like, you're not my dad, or something like that. Luis aiding in Joe's possible return shows his dedication to making Teresa and her daughters happy. Joe's return to the U.S., and possibly The Real Housewives of New Jersey, would make for great ratings. Viewers got an inside look into Joe and Teresa's rocky marriage leading up to their prison sentences. Teresa's decision to divorce Joe wasn't a shock, and viewers even rooted for her since Joe mistreated her for many years. Teresa remains a loyal supporter of Joe despite their split, and he returns the same love and respect to Teresa. In wake of their divorce, Teresa and Joe remain good friends and co-parenting partners. Luis and Joe are not threatened by each other, so it would be nice to see this blended family dynamic in the near future. Source: Namaste $TCHES